a few words here this morning, and then we're going to do our declaration. And, oh goodness, sometimes laughter is good medicine. It always is, isn't it?
Yes.
I was getting ready this morning, and y'all, I just couldn't get my hair fixed. The air conditioning is out in my house, and by the time you get it fixed anyway, by the time you walk from the bathroom to the bedroom and out the door, you know you need to go back. So anyway, I was having that kind of morning. It was so funny because I was standing there fixing my hair, and I was flipping and I was doing this. It reminded me, back 2010, I went through a very trying time. And it ended up that I had to have some treatments that caused me to lose my hair. And so when you have a situation like that, you're thankful for your hair, no matter what it's doing. So instead of getting so frustrated, I started just praising God for my hair. And but anyway, during that time, I remember after about the 6th treatment, I was in the shower, and I looked, and I mean, every bit of my hair was in the bottom of that shower, just all at one time. And that's very traumatic. You expect, you know it's going to, but when it actually happens, it's hurtful. Hurts your feelings. And so anyway, at that point in time, I had to wear a wig, and I was prepared. And I remember the first day I went to work and I had this wig on my head. Now, this wig was too big for me. It was just too big for my head. And there was nothing to attach it to. There probably was some glue or something that you could do this with, but I didn't know that. And so anyway, I went to work with this wig, and everybody was just complimenting my new hairstyle. Nobody knew. Nobody at work knew that I was going through this, or just a couple. So anyway, I went back there to get me a cup of coffee, and I had to brew a pot of coffee. And I was standing there, and there was a picture hanging on the wall, and the glass of that picture, you could see your reflection. And I'm standing there looking at this new style. And so anyway, I noticed it was kind of sticking up, and I just started kind of flipping it this way and that way. My finger caught that wig, and it flipped that wig across that kitchen. My wig just went flying right across that kitchen, and I was in there by myself. And I'm, oh my God, and I run, and I get the wig. Well, I hadn't put it on enough to even know how it went on my head, but I got it on just enough to get myself to the bathroom and be able to fix my hair. Well, I went to my desk. I was torn up. I mean, it tore me up. And I called my daughter, and I told her what just happened, and I was crying. Well, she started laughing. I mean, she was just laughing, and I said, Jenna, it's not funny. She said, yes, it is. Yes, that's hilarious.
Hilarious.
So anyway, by the time I got finished with her on the phone, of course, we were both laughing then. It was funny. And then one night, we were at church. I go to Faith is a Victory. And after the praise and worship, they usually tell everybody, well, hug your neighbor. And I'm not just real big on that, but anyway, we do that. We hug our neighbor. And I was sitting next to a woman that I love to sit next to. She is one of the best alto voices I've ever heard. And I love to sit with her because I harmonize with her with the choir. So anyway, she's a big woman, large woman. And so anyway, we were supposed to hug each other. And so she just grabs me in a big old bear hug. Well, my face just went right into her, right here. I was just buried in this woman. And this is I had on my wig. She had on a pair of glasses. And when she started pulling away from me, that wig started coming off my head. And so when she was pulling back, and I feel the wig coming off my head, and there's a camera, because our church is televised, there's a camera right here. And so when she started pulling away from me, And so she said, well, honey, what are you doing wearing a wig anyway? And I said, well, this is just a temporary thing. It's just a temporary thing. But I tell you what. And I thought about that this morning when I was trying to get my hair fixed, and I was so aggravated. Well, then, of course, I started praising God for my head of hair. And it made me think, you know, there's just times, no matter what we're going through, we have some fabulous promises.